killed people. I used drugs. So what? That's not me. I mean, Mom, Dad, why do you accuse me of this stuff? Why me?
I used to be a good child. I used to go to school every day. My friends always used to call me. I was sitting on the corner. I never used to take note of them. One day when I came from school, they called me. I went away. I started getting influenced by them. I started using talk. I started using dacha and cocaine. Since that day, my life to me became hell. Why? Why me?
I am HIV positive. You can't judge me for who I am and for what I am. Please, guys, let we be together. Why? Why me?
I was 6 years old and I needed to stand on streets because I myself for my father and for my mother. It wasn't for bread, it wasn't for food, but it was for drugs, alcohol and talk. Why me?
Every day I got beaten by my mom and dad. For things I don't even do. I'm confused, I'm lost. Why? I go to my friends, ask them why. Why me? Why?
I used to be an A student. I used to get the best grades, A grades. I used to be the perfect lighty. But then I went to college. I met boys that all went to my head. I fell pregnant. My parents disowned me. No one supported me. No one loved me. Then I turned to the streets. I went on to drugs. I abused talk, heroin, cocaine, dacha, all the drugs you can think of. And today I'm raising my lighty on the streets. Why? Why me?
I see a group of boys who are under 16. 16 of them tired of gangsterism. On the other side say no to racism. While Abanye with no job sitting election. Others saying the government does nothing. I'll rob and kill people so I'll get something. My cousin smokes drugs, my sister loves pubs, alcohol, men, and she's known to all the clubs.
The challenges that Vryheid face, first challenge that we've got unemployment. Second challenge that we've got drug and alcohol abuse. The third challenge that we've got is teenage pregnancy. Now the community of Vryheid has been in existence since the early 1900s when fishermen and workers of a farm owner called Count Labia erected shacks here. And then it grew at a rapid pace. It started from where we're standing now and it stretched right up till Grassy Park, Steenberg and Retreat and so forth. Now Vryheid is a community that's got Xhosas, Coloureds, Afrikaans-speaking people, the so-called white people, all of those people are part of the community of Vryheid. And here we're living as neighbors. We're not living here as this one is from that nation or this one is from that culture.
I resigned from my previous job and the community felt the need that I should stay because as they put it to me 3.5 years ago, we are not ready.
People have always been used to getting handouts. Like with organizations coming from outside, coming to work inside the community, I used to give them handouts and not teach them really how to go out and fish for themselves. And where Rainbows Meet was started with an intention to teach people how to do things for themselves.
Before we came, we didn't know anything. We didn't even know what is the mouse and what is meant about the mouse. But for now, we can show you whatever you want. We're very proud of that.
We started this program about 3.5 years ago. It's called the Salvan ECD. It's a very special program for us, where it's focused on children whose parents is in drugs and alcohol abuse. We feel that the children is the future, and we want to do an early intervention by getting them off the street and into a developmental process, and also where we give them as much love and support as possible. And it's not just about educating them, but it's about making sure that the love and the hugs and the kisses is something that these kids are getting. So for us, it's important that we develop and empower the women in order for them to become independent, not so reliant on their partner. So if anything happens with the husband, then the woman is being developed and she can take care of herself. She doesn't have to stay in an abusive relationship due to financial. She can really look and create an opportunity for herself. Whether she does the computer training or whether she becomes part of the sewing project, she can earn a little bit of money and create self-employment for herself and be independent.
So I had no job and everything, and so I heard about Mamuna, and she had a gardening project, and I took the course, and I was in the garden. Then Mamuna came to take me out of the garden, and she put me in the beginning. And since then, my life changed, totally changed. I'm very happy now.
I'm very happy where I am. I'm pleased, and all the ladies here, we respect each other, and that is how it goes forward.
Cool. Thank you.
Yesterday I had a case where a woman said, look, my husband is having an affair 3 houses down the road. I'm dependent on him financially, but I don't want him in my house. How do one go about it, you know? And what I would say, you know, what I normally say to women is, I'm also a woman myself. And what I would like to see for myself happen, I would like to see for other women, where they become self-sustainable, where they can take care and have pride in themselves as individuals, as women. She was very emotional. She was very broken down. The sad part about it is when a case has been taken to the police station and the woman feels that, you know, her rights has been violated, that nobody believes her when she tells her story, and it's only a one-sided thing where the right has been taken from her and been given to the husband. It's not something that is going to change overnight. I'm not going to change her way of thinking overnight by just talking once with her. She must come in for ongoing counseling, mentoring and support, and once again we introduce the various projects where she can come out and they can become part of the projects if they would like to, but just that they must know that I am here. If they need the mentoring and support, that they mustn't always just think it's about counseling. It's about woman to woman, where we talk to each other and we can look at what do we want as women for ourselves and how do we feel about ourselves, and moving forward from there. But it's a process. It's not an easy process for women that has been broken down.
Today we bring forth all the challenges we face in our daily lives. We, the youth, we face so much challenges. We face drug abuse, alcohol abuse, we face rape, teenage pregnancy, peer pressure, all of that. We abuse cocaine, we abuse heroin, we abuse stuff, we abuse unga, all that on the streets, because when our parents speak to us, we don't listen. We just want to be quiet.
When I came here into Vrygroen, nothing was happening where the youth were concerned. And between myself and Michael, we started with a particular group that was about 7 years ago. And believe me, it grew into a very nice generation for change.
Stinky booty.
My name is Fatima Abrams. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Mitchell's Plain.
I'm Paul Kalasen. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Lewandale.
I'm Ashwin Scott. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Capricorn.
I'm Samantha Mzanga and I'm from Lewandale and I'm 20 years old.
I'm Evan Hendricks. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Capricorn.
You see, the tip is like, it's crystal meth, is this terrible drug. But both my cousins, they like, for over 10 years, they're on this drug. And I don't know how it actually sustains them, because basically the way they are using this drug, they are abusing it, like seriously. And the one has 3 kids, and with each pregnancy, like she's on this crystal meth, and she lands up in prison. Why? Because she steals cars, she steals mags, wheels from cars, she steals batteries, and it's like, it's only the two girls with all these boys, you know? And I don't know, man, it's like with each pregnancy, she's in jail, and she doesn't see what it does to her kids.
I have friends, some I have family members, that also that did that things like took and things like that. But my main problem is my friends, seeing the way they've changed over the years since they've used the drug, rob people like Samantha and Fatima saying all that things. Several times they tried to break in at my place and to steal and things.
Every morning I come out of my house, I go to school. Then I have friends of me that did go with me, so they drop out, they stand in the corners, they smoking cigarettes and that stuff. So I just wondered, what's the use of standing there? What's going to happen with your life?
The children that I'm working with here is all their mothers are like, they are into drugs, into drug and all that things, alcohol. And when the children comes here, I could see on the behavior. But I also believe I don't blame the children, I blame the parents, because if they can't be a good example for the kids,
then why should their kids follow? I mean, if you are an example for your child is still small. Your child grows up, you will lead by example, and that child just follows in your footsteps.
My friends, they told me sex is their hobby. They use it as a sport because everyone talking, they're scared to say I'm a virgin. It's part of the reality. They are everyone. They are not virgins. They like to have sex and stuff. Because I always tell me people you must use protection, but they always tell me why should I use a condom, the one skin to skin and that stuff.
People they know this, like maybe they have like a lot of like sexual parties and things like that, and then they know there's something wrong with their body, but they just don't want to go for a checkup or something. They're scared because they know already.
To me, sex is something beautiful. Okay, don't laugh. No, I'm just saying because yes, we have HIV and AIDS. Yes, we have sexual transmitted diseases, but why should sex become such a filthy thing because of this monster? Okay? The decision lies with you. It's all about how responsible you are going to be and how safe you are going to be. If you have one partner and your partner only has you, then why should you care about sex being such a filthy thing or sex being a death sentence?
We take them through the leadership program, we take them through life skills, we take them through computer training. They get HIV/AIDS education, they get teen, like I said, teen pregnancy, sexuality. Morals and values is very important to us. Behavior is very important to us. They go through all that type of training. And then when we want them to do certain activities, we give them the theme and we say, can you present something for us?
It's the best, beats the rest, from cellular, modular, interactive, modular, ring, 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 banana phone, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ring, banana phone, it's no phony, it ain't a phony, my cellular, modular phone.
It's really been a fantastic opportunity when we started Generation for Change, and we can see the community see the activeness of the youngsters within Vrygrond, and it changes lives.
I knew where Rainbows meet. The first thing in my mind came, that's the place I want to be, that's my future. I want to go there, and I want to take my life further.
I used to come out of school and I must clean quickly, and because I want to be here, because it just changed my life completely, because here I learn a lot, like team building and how to take leadership and all this kind of thing.
I've really changed. I could see how I've really grown to be like a person. I think it was also that's why I'm not involved in negative stuff, because from a young age I was involved already, and I've just grown so much.
Yes.
My dream about Vrygrond is that Vrygrond should be a hub of activity that will be an inspiration to any informal settlement within South Africa, and even within Africa as well, because we've got the Rainbow Nation right here. So what I want the community to be an inspiration to other communities, so that they can see what we've done here can also be done somewhere else.
My dream is that the Rainbow must grow into a bigger organization. It must be there always with the same values and morals and human dignity, treating everybody fair and with respect. I would like to see that the drugs be eradicated, that the police is more effective, because that is the destroyer of our society, the drugs and the alcohol.